Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Nasrawati. Today I'll be sharing a video presentation on reference and inference. I hope you find it informative. This presentation will take you on a journey through the fascinating world of reference and inference, two essential skills that empower us to communicate effectively and understand information more deeply. Get ready to unlock the power of these skills and become a more confident communicator and learner. So, unlocking the power of reference and inference, this title grabs our attention and hint that this presentation will explore the hidden power within these two essential skills. This title, this presentation will explore the concept of reference and inference, essential skills for effective communication and comprehension. Further clarifies the presentation goal, which is to investigate the concept of reference and inference as crucial skills for effective communication and comprehension. So, what is reference? Reference is the process of using language to point to or identify something or someone in the real world. Imagine we are reading a sentence: the girl walked her dog. The word "girl" here acts as a reference, as we understand that it refers to someone who has been mentioned earlier in the story. Think of us guessing game. I'm thinking of something that is red and round. The word "it" refers to something already in our minds, even though it hasn't been specifically named yet. She loves to eat chocolate. The word "she" refers to someone who has been mentioned previously in the conversation. Reference acts like a bridge connecting words to reality. We use reference to avoid unnecessary repetition and to make our communication more efficient. Other examples of reference include the use of pronouns like he, they, or it to refer to people or things that have been mentioned previously. And then types of reference. This slide outlines three common types of reference. The first, anaphoric reference. This is a reference that looks back, referring to something that has already been mentioned in the text. For example, the dog barked. It was a loud noise. The word "it" heard refers back to the dog that was mentioned earlier. Anaphoric reference help us build logical connection within the text and make the flow of the story easier to understand. The second, cataphoric reference. This is reference that looks forward, referring to something that will be mentioned later in the text. For example, I'll tell you a secret. It's about a new card. The word "it" here refers to the secret that will be revealed later. Cataphoric reference creates curiosity and anticipation in the reader, making them want to know what's coming next. The third, exophoric reference. This is a reference that refers to something outside the text in the real world. For example, look at that. This sentence refers to something that can be seen by the speaker and listener, but is not specifically mentioned in the text. Exophoric reference connects the text to the real world context and makes communication more personal. And then, what is inference? Inference is the process of drawing conclusions based on the information available. We are not always given all the information explicitly in a text. Inference allows us to fill in the gaps and understand implied meanings. Imagine you are reading a story about a child playing in the park. The child laughed and ran around. She was so happy. Even though this story doesn't explicitly say that the child is playing, we can infer that from the context of the story. And the child saw a cat under the tree. She shot cat. Even though the story doesn't explicitly say that the child is scared, we can infer that from the tone of her shot. Inference helps us understand the deeper meaning of the text and build a more comprehensive understanding. And then, inference skills. To make accurate inference, we need several skills. The first, background knowledge. This is the knowledge we have about the world, which we gain through experience and learning. Background knowledge help us make more accurate connection and interpretation. For example, if we are reading about a child playing with a toy car and we know that boys often play with cars, we can infer that child in the story is likely a boy. The second, logical reasoning. This is the ability to use logic and deduction to draw a conclusion. For example, if we are reading that someone is wearing a coat, we can infer that the weather is cold. Logical reasoning helps us make inference that are sensible and structured. The third, critical thinking. This is the ability to analyze the information, identify patterns, and evaluate source of information. For example, if we are reading about someone who is always late, we can infer that they are disorganized or don't value time. Critical thinking helps us make inferences that are objective and based on evidence. And then, importance of reference and inference. Reference and inference are complementary skills that are crucial for the first, communication. Reference helps us clearly identify people, objects, and concepts in communication. Inference helps us understand implied meanings and build a deeper understanding of the message being conveyed. The second, reading comprehension. Reference helps us follow the flow of the story and understand the connection between different parts of the text. Inference helps us understand meanings that are not explicitly stated and make a reader interpretation. The third, learning. Reference helps us connect new information with our existing knowledge, and inference helps us find patterns, make generalization, and build a broader understanding. And then, strategies for effective reference and inference. To improve our ability to use reference and inference, we can apply several strategies. The first, active reading. Don't just skim the text. Engage with the text by highlighting points, asking questions, and trying to summarize what you have read. Active reading helps us focus more on the text and build a deeper understanding. The second, contextual clues. Pay attention to the words and phrases in the text that provide clues about the meaning. For example, if a sentence uses words like however, but, or talk, we can infer that there is a contrast or difference that needs to be noted. The third, prior knowledge. Connect what you are reading with the knowledge you already have about the world. This will help you make more accurate and relevant inference. And then, applying reference and inference in real-world context. Reference and inference skills are not just important in academic context, but also in everyday life. Number The first, workplace, understanding company policies and procedures, interpreting written communication, and interacting with colleagues requires the ability to understand reference and make inference. The second, social interaction. We use reference and inference to understand nonverbal cues, interpret body language, and understand implied meanings in conversation. The third, news and media. We use reference and inference to analyze information, identify bias, and form opinions based on evidence. The last, conclusion. Conclusion, reference, and inference are essential skills for communicating effectively and understanding the world around us. By mastering these skills, we can become more confident communicators, critical thinkers, and knowledgeable individuals. So, keep practicing and you'll be amazed at how much you can unlock. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more content like this. Don't forget to share it with your friends. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.